Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever this may find you, I'm Sam. Welcome to Old Man Listens to Black Keys. Rubber Factory, I believe, is the name of this record. Sam, you don't even know the names of your records. No, sometimes I don't. I have a lot of records, and sometimes I receive them in bunches, and I've had this less than a month now. I got this on Canada Day. This is part of Ronnie's box. Okay, so those of you who don't know the story of Ronnie, I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but it's been told a bunch of times on the show. One of my former drug dealers, one of his close friends, was an avid collector of records, and he passed away. So all of a sudden, there's this massive collection of records, like cleaned with a VPI machine. Like the guy was hardcore, it's for real, you know? He dies, and well, it led to me inheriting maybe 1,000 classical records. That's why I have such a big classical collection, which isn't in the archive yet, by the way. Those of you curious about what's in the archive, go take a look. You'll see what's in the archive. That's all the records that you'll find in the store. Not in the store, but back here and back here. The collection you see over there on the camera, that's not all of it, man. There's a whole lot more in the back. Anyway, so I wound up with a bunch of things. I wound up with a bunch of classical records, right? And because my former drug dealer, Big Ronnie, okay, because Big Ronnie just kind of like got all these records, hey, you know what? He's got a good tube amp. He's like, maybe I'm going to get a turntable. And I had just bought a Sota Sapphire. So all of you kind of more audiophile guys might recognize the label. A Sota Sapphire is a beautiful turntable. Really, it is. I had just gotten that, so the table I was using before was a Rega P3. Planar 3, right? So what it is that I did is I sold it to Big Ronnie for real cheap. And my hunting for White Stripes record. What's that White Stripes record? Elephant. Made it so that I gave him a call because I knew that this was part of the records that I left behind, right? The records that were left behind were all records that I thought he would like. So lots of black jazz, blues, that kind of thing. And I was honest with him, telling him these are the records you should keep, kind of thing. So anyway, when I went and get the record Elephant by White Stripes, one of the records that was part of that collection, when I went to Big Ronnie's house on Canada Day and smoked a lot of pot and had a delicious edible, a nice brownie. And like he just takes me to his basement. We go right past the ball gags, the stirrups. We get past all of that stuff. Cat o' nine tails, fully equipped. Instead, we go into a dusty little side, and there's a bunch of records there. Sits me down. And he starts handing me his records. And I basically sifted through his entire collection and took whatever the fuck I wanted. Because he knew he wouldn't play them. And came home with about 300 insane records. Like fucking 25 John Lee Hooker records. 25 Lightning Hopkins records. A bunch of Buddy Guy. It's fucking a stupid amount of Duke Ellington. A stupid amount of Billie Holiday. Like, really, we're talking about amazing records, right? All the good labels when you're talking about blues. So Our Hooley's in there. Fat Possum is in there. Smithsonian Folkways is in there. All the good shit. Like the really good shit. It's all there. Chess Records, of course. Cadet. All that stuff. And in there was a bunch of Fat Possum stuff too. And I love Fat Possum. I think it's a great label. I think they release fantastic releases. I don't think that they press the best quality records in the world, but that comes with a huge advantage, and that is the not Black Keys, but Fat Possum Records, when you buy vinyl from Fat Possum, they're very affordable. So they keep things very affordable, and I mean, you gotta give hats off for that, always. So for me, I always buy Fat Possum Records. Every summer they do a 40% off sale, which I think probably just ended, or if it's still going on, I don't know. And, I mean, you want blues, you'll find it there. So, Black Keys is on Fat Possum. I'm not expecting a blues record. I'm expecting some kind of blues rock and roll record akin to White Stripes. You know? That's probably why I'm not very enthused. Because there's so much of it. I want to be able to get kind of like hooked to something, but I'm kind of already knowing, even if I haven't traveled this road, I've traveled this kind of road many, many, many times. And I'm expecting that the scenery, while traveling this road that will be Rubber Factory, is going to be the same kind of scenery that I've seen a bunch of times before. Does that mean it's not beautiful? No, man. When you're driving through the mountains and there's fucking, like, I mean, over here it's when it's autumn type of thing, the leaves fucking come out. It looks beautiful. I mean, no matter where it is that you're traveling, I mean, beauty is beauty. You see it, but on the other hand, you're not seeing anything new. You know what I mean? It's not like, holy fuck, I'm experiencing a volcano for the first time. So that's kind of like, I mean, if I had to use the analogy, I would say that's what I'm expecting here with Black Keys. I'm sure I'm going to like it. I'm pretty sure that I've heard it before. Even if I haven't heard this particular album, I've heard it before. You know? Does that necessarily mean it's a bad thing? Fuck no, of course not. I mean, I think of a band like Fuzz. Right? That's, what's his name's band? I can't remember the fucker's name. Not Jay Retard. The guy that's got all those fucking indie things. I even have so many of his projects, but Fuzz is my favorite one. I mean, you listen to Fuzz, and they're not reinventing the wheel. It's garage. It's kind of like good, heavy, grungy garage rock. Yeah, that's right. Ty Segall, or whatever. Ty Segall, that's him. I love that record. They're not breaking any new ground. It doesn't matter. You know? They're not reinventing the wheel, they're just keeping it rolling. And it's kind of, that's what I expect here. I expect it to be a rock and roll record. If it's got the right kind of aggression and if it's got the right kind of tone, and they sing it with any kind of attitude without trying to fucking appropriate the whole jazz tradition, which I really doubt would be the case, then I'm going to enjoy it. Why do I doubt that it's going to be the case? Because I'm familiar with Dan Auerbach. Although I'm not familiar with his music, I've never heard any Black Keys. I am familiar with Dan Auerbach because he's produced some records that I enjoy. None of them come to mind right now, but he's been a part of some records that I really enjoy quite a bit. And I used to follow him years ago. I used to follow him on Twitter. And I found him to kind of be clever. You know? He's a little curmudgeon-y, if I remember. I mean, this is years ago, but he's a little curmudgeon-y. And he's clever. So, I fully expect this record to fall exactly within the range of what I expect right now. Where are my friends? Where are you all from, friends? Do we have any friends from over the ocean into Europe? Anyone who doesn't live in United States or Canada? I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Moilo. Quebec! Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Are you enjoying yourselves? Not such a terrible way to spend a Wednesday afternoon, is it? Mallorca! Yeah, baby. I would love to go to Mallorca. Mallorca mastering, eh? Do you own a mastering studio? Not vinyl mastering, though. That could be an entire question. Listen to me, Mallorca. All of you new folk, if you enjoy the show, hey, Glasgow, what's going on, buddy? North Africa. What country in North Africa, Saif? Tunisia. Oh. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na. A Night in Tunisia, Dizzy Gillespie. Beautiful fucking song. Beautiful, beautiful song. I would love to visit Africa. I would love so much to visit Africa. I'd love to visit Tunisia. Oh my God. So much. Those of you that enjoy the show, including my friends from Tunisia, including my friends from Mallorca, Spain, or anybody else that's kind of new to the show, you see that number 681? You can listen to the show for free as much as you want, but the community is really for the patrons. And I think we've created a really cool thing here where you all know each other. We hang out, we vibe, we listen to some music, maybe smoke a bit of pot, maybe drink a little drink type of thing, and we have a good time. Costa Rica, another thing. We have patrons from Costa Rica. But hi, Stephen. So what it is that I'd like to do, new friends, is I'd like to invite you to become patrons, okay? To join our community. Instead of just listening like this, join our community. How much is it? It's not expensive, folks. The link is in the comments. Anybody who's watched these shows more than once knows $2 a month, $5 a month is absolutely fine. But the act of community and the act of patronage actually means something. So join what we do, man. Join what we do. Become a patron. Become patron 681. Patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. I look forward to getting to know my new patrons well, just like we got to know each other, you know? Blumpy picked this up, okay? He's the one who kind of made, well, quote unquote, made the decision. Okay, the reason for that is because I would say that my approach to the show has changed a lot. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care about getting 1 million viewers. I don't. I care about taking care of the people who do watch, and I care about taking care of the patrons. And I do these broadcasts now not with the idea of blowing up the channel, making it go viral. I've completely stopped caring about that. You know? So, as a result, the pics that I would take to do these old man have changed a lot. I don't look at, will it be, does it have potential to go viral on YouTube? I don't give a shit anymore. I just don't. Okay, because it's chasing something that says that what I have now and what we do now is not good enough. And that sucks, man. It sucks. It's not the way to do it. I think that what we do now, there's over 70 people? Nearly 75 people all hanging out together, vibing. We all know we're going to listen to a piece of music together, and it's going to be fun. And I think the event has become the thing, and I think that that's the fucking point. Because the event, the VJ Hive Mind, what I mention is, think about what the event is. I ask the question all the time, how many of you have listened to this before? How many of you are completely new to this album or Black Keys? In my case, I am new to Black Keys. New. Don't know Black Keys at all. This will be the first Black Keys record I ever heard. Okay? The event makes it so that a lot of us come in and we kind of know what VJ Hive Mind is. And what that is all of those people that you see saying that they've never listened to the record, and the other people who are saying that they have listened to it. It makes for a beautiful convergence, because the people who do know the record will bring their experience of it, their positive experience of it. It's not going to be negative, because anybody who starts being a critic, you know what we do. We throw them out. We're not interested in critics. We're not interested in hearing what you think sucks. Go do that somewhere else. Go follow any other channel where they score music. I don't do that. Over here, what we do is we hang out, we chill, we have a drink, we have a smoke, and we listen to a piece of music. And we vibe to it. That's what I do. I don't put any scores. To me, that's far more important. And it represents my view towards music and the way music should be appreciated more succinctly, rather than, I don't know, try to do something in order to make the channel blow up. None of that matters. What winds up happening with this is that a lot of you, if you like the music, because it's going to attract a certain type of audience, it's not going to attract, it's going to attract music nerds. That's all it's going to attract. It's not going to attract the algorithm. It's just not. It's going to attract the music nerds, and that's you guys. And that's all it is that we want to do. And you guys, because you're the music nerds, what that means is that you're a specific type of market too. You're the types of people who will go out and buy the music. You're the types of people who will go to the concerts and everything. And I always say, buy the music. Buy it. Okay? I think there was a discussion that I read just a few weeks ago. When you die, what happens to your music collection on Spotify? The answer is you don't have a music collection. You rented the music. You don't have a music collection. You have access to a library and you pay $15 a month. And that's fine if that's what you want, but you don't have a music collection. There's no curation involved, none. And anyone that listens to music seriously, not serious, anybody who listens to music deeply, like really listens to a lot of music, understands that the curation aspect is an enormous part of it. Anybody that's made a mixtape or a mix CD understands that curation is a big part of it. Not only the songs that you pick, but the order in which you pick them. Now that all of that disappeared the minute the MP3 and the playlist came into the picture. Why? Because there's no physicality. Because sure, what you can do is you can make yourself a Spotify playlist, right? And say, okay, I made this playlist for you. But the playlist can be brought forward and backwards. The playlist can be shuffled in whatever which way. So you'd have to go through the trouble of, no, listen, I made a playlist for you, but please play it in order. There's nothing there. But when you make a mixtape for somebody, when you make a mix CD for somebody and you give it to them and they pop it into their player, it's a different thing. Okay? There's a curation aspect. And this type of a show will attract people who understand the value of curation. And what it is that I do is I try to present this not as you should listen to me, ever. All I do is, hey, I'm Sam. I got a collection that I'm going to spend the rest of my life listening to. I've been doing this my whole life, and I curate this collection according to my taste. And I'd like to share that experience with you. I'd love to nerve it out with on music with you. I'd love to share my love of music and my love. It's about sharing to me. And I think that's why it works as well as it does. So Candace right away talks, her favorite part for her has always been the memories associated with music. So for her, she's got a soft spot in her CDs. I'm pretty sure that when you think about a soft spot in your CDs, a lot of you might be thinking about that fucking wallet that you had in your car. We all had the wallet. Come on, man. We know the wallet. Taking a road trip, right? Oh, okay. It's going to be a road trip. We're going to be on the road for 4 hours. Motherfucker. We better get the music ready. I'm not worried about the food because we can get food on the road. I'm not worried about the coffee because we're going to get coffee as soon as we start the road trip. I am worried about the fucking music. I am. Let's gas up, but the music is important because we're going to stay in the car for 4 hours and we're going to enjoy this road trip, and the music is an enormous part of that soundtrack. So for me, doing this show is that. It's a place and time. Okay? It's a specific experience that speaks to the record nerd in all of us. And that's why I appreciate doing it as much as I do with all of you, man. It's the coolest shit in the world. Andrew T says, I used to spend so much time making mix CDs for trips, it filled my wallet up quickly. Yeah, dude. You see? Chubby Pencil moved and she found, he, I don't fucking know. Chubby. They, dude, Can you please tell me what I'm supposed to call you? Chubby, help me. Found my booklet of CDs for high school, college, and had flashes of so many memories. Yes. You see, but that's what I mean. It's not just the song that gives you the flash of the memory. If you take the CD, okay, if it's a mixed CD and it's got the writing on it, you're going to remember that. When you find that CD, you don't even have to pop it into the fucking thing. You just have to look at the CD and you're going to remember where you were when you made it. There's a whole thing. The minute it is that you add the physical aspect. He identifies as Pencil. I love you, Pencil. I fucking love it. Join Vinyl Junkies. You are allowed to identify as Pencil. We've already had somebody identify as a helicopter. Everybody is welcome here, bitch. Everybody. Dude, I'm 51 years old. I'm trying to get this whole gender thing I'm trying to get it right. I'm trying to work the language. I don't know. To me, it's always been he and she. You understand? This guy wants me to call him guy. Pencil wants me to call him Pencil. You see what I mean? You see how confusing it fucking gets? All of a sudden, I got a fucking pencil as a friend. Not the sharpest pencil in the fucking, in what do you call those things? The pencil case. Not the sharpest pencil in the pencil case. He also responds to asshole, that asshole. There you go, you know? And he's got a sense of... Pencil has a sense of humor. I gotta start referring to this fuckface in the third person now. Listen to me. Patreon.com/vinyljunkies. As you can see, really, no, it's an amazing community. I'd like to welcome you to be a part of the community rather than just listen to the music. And everyone that you're seeing in the chat, Runyon, Pencil, Polam, Candice, Pox, Sean, Gladic, Candice, all patrons. Okay? And if you can, for just a second, let them know, what do you think of it? You can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. But you know what it is that I would appreciate? I'd appreciate if you could tell them what your experience of it is. Is it worth it? And I appreciate if you can tell them the whole thing, good, bad, and ugly. Tell them everything. I'm not asking you to speak well. I'm asking you to speak your fucking heart. I'm asking you to speak your experience. All of you are patrons. Tell them what that's like, man. Yeah, Zune, of course. Zune, MP3, Discman, of course. I've had music strapped to me my whole life the minute music became portable. So I probably got my first Walkman at 12 years old or something like that. 1982, I would say. That sounds about right. And music hasn't left me ever since. You know what I'm saying? You see? Since becoming a patron, Candy hasn't punched him in the face. It reduces violence. What Cockblood is trying to tell us is Vinyl Junkies reduces violence. Isn't that a good thing? You see? We're good. We're like Wu-Tang. We're for the children's. Vinyl Junkies is for the children's. Go become a patron. Patreon.com/vinyl. I am your old man for the day. I'm the guy who's serving up. I just made myself a delicious coffee. Do you like this mug? We need this mug in the store, don't we? Look at this. This, please understand that I know you guys are wondering, what's this amazing mug? Where can I get it? It's like, look, I can make this mug readily available, but Polam fucks up everything. So I've been trying to put it in the store, but Polam fucks the whole thing up. So we're going to have to put it up, but it's Polam's fault. Just understand that whenever anything goes wrong here, it's the producer, Polam's fault. Everybody, please. You remember that episode of Family Guy where Peter all of a sudden just tells everybody, spit on Meg. And the whole family starts spitting on Meg for no reason? We got to do the same fucking thing. Everybody, kick Polam in the balls. Turn your shit off. Patreon.com/vinyljunkies. We're going to get started fairly soon. Wow, it's only 1:30, so it's kind of like we have time. Have you guys been listening to anything new? That's another conversation that I would like to have. We'll get to Black Keys. I think I've mentioned already Brandon White. Are you a patron? Brandon White. I got to make a mug in maroon for you. You got to become a patron. That's what you got to do for me first. Porco Dio. I think I've mentioned that I've cut out all media. Okay, I entertainment media, I don't consume any entertainment media anymore. Nothing. I thought I'd be cold turkey and not do the record labels either, but I'm going to do the record labels. Okay, so I do follow some record labels type of thing because I do want to know. I want to know what the records are, but I don't want somebody telling me if it's good or I don't want that. I want to listen to the music for myself and come to the conclusion for myself. And I've decided that it's just I don't want Pitchfork in my life anymore. I don't want Rolling Stone in my life anymore. No Spin Magazine, NME, Fader, XL, fucking Blabbermouth, Decibel Magazine. I don't want any of that. Okay? Because I want to discover music through conversation. And considering that we hang out here for these old man album spins 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, same time, and we hang out every single evening, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think that I have enough, and we're all music nerds, I think that I have enough information, I have enough knowledge, and I have enough of a base from people that matter to me to tell me, to kind of let me know who it is that I should be listening to, what's interesting and not. You follow what I'm saying? Because as I know you guys, as I know your names, I know your music tastes. Not yet, but I'm going to get to know your music taste. And I'll know, okay, this guy sounds. This is what it is that he likes. So maybe I want to pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? The old style. Imagine Dragons is super underground, eh? The way we used to do it old school. Old school, we used to have the conversations. We used to go to each other's houses and play the music and have conversations about it. That was it. So to me, that spirit of sharing, I think, is the way it is that I wish to consume news about music and news about art. I'm done with the media fucking preparing it for me. I don't need my news I don't need processed music news. I don't need it. So with respect to all of the music writers and respect to the fucking PR people, it's not what I want. As a matter of fact, one thing that would cause me to stop following a record label is if the record label didn't just post about the records, but they posted, this and this magazine gave it this much, and that magazine gave it that much, and did the big PR spin. The big PR spin's going to turn me off. I don't want the big PR spin. I'm done with it. I want to have a conversation about music. I don't want to be sold. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm going to be sold on music, I want to be sold by people that I know and people whose musical opinions I at least understand where they're coming from. That's me. And I think that I'm at a point where we can do that. I mean, look, there's fucking nearly 90 people in here? So, that said, will I listen to just about anybody? No. I listen to my patrons, because my patrons are who I know, and my patrons are the ones that like the show enough to support it. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else says. Does that seem strange? Maybe. Does that make me a snob? No. It's just the people that are here love music. What was it? The conversation that we were having yesterday. Okay? I played some Neubauten. I can't pronounce the fucking first. How do you pronounce that first part of Neubauten? Somebody, can you help me? You know what I'm talking about? The German band? I've been looking for some Neubauten since forever. Okay? Finally found some on wax. Finally. So I got my first Neubauten record a week and a half ago? A week ago. Last week I got it, actually. and somebody requested a New Boughton song during the show. And there were maybe 45 people listening to the show. And 5 or 6 of those people were having a conversation about New Boughton. And it struck me. It completely struck me because it's like, wait a second, that's pretty fucking remarkable. This is not an old man listens to New Boughton where you're just attracting a bunch of people who would know who New Boughton is. No. This is just 45 people that like music, all kinds of music. And out of those 45 people, I'm playing a band that's so fucking obscure that I don't even know how to pronounce the motherfucking name. Literally a band I've never had a conversation about practically. And here I am, I'm playing it, and 6 people are participating in a conversation. It's remarkable. It's a beautiful fucking thing. It really is. Einstürzend? I gotta learn how to say that. Einstürzend New Boughton? Yeah. So it's remarkable. So to me, being able to have that type of a conversation leads to other conversations. Leads to us going on to the art of conversation. You go to this topic and that topic, and you wind up learning a lot about music. To me, that's the beauty of a show like this. That's why I do it. That's what gets me off. Okay? And I want these types of people here. So Incredible Universe, you like the show, become a patron. Kabish. Charlie Sanders, Colonel Sanders. Oh, fucking Colonel Sanders, go become a patron. If you believe in this kind of broadcast, please understand, whether you believe in this kind of broadcast or whether you support this kind of broadcast, doesn't make a difference, okay? Because I don't work for you, I work for the patrons. And the patrons are the ones that you should be really thankful for, anyone that listens to the show at any time or tunes in, because the patrons are the ones that make the show go forward. They're the ones who support the show. If no one supports the show doesn't go forward. So I'm certainly not talking to the people who say, hey, wait a second, why should I pay for something I can get for free? That's not my kind of person. That's the kind of guy who goes to a fucking bar and probably leaves as little tip as possible because, hey, he's saving money. I'm the kind of guy that goes somewhere and it's like I leave 15% at a fucking minimum. Okay? Because I respect the job. That's what it's about to me. I respect the job. I respect the fact that this person who's serving me my meal is doing a job. It is a service. And I pay for that service. And this person has a right to earn a normal living. This person has a right to make a living wage, and the way that this person can make a living wage is if everybody tipped them properly, because the fucking bosses aren't paying them a full salary. So, I think it's important to treat people like humans, and that's why it is that I say you support art. I support art, man. And what it is that I talk about here, I'm looking for the ones that support art. And I know that there's at least a few of you. So, if you're out there, become a fucking patron. See Walks on Rocks? Thank you, Molesty. Same thing. Would you buy me a coffee? In person, would you buy me a fucking coffee? If you would buy me a coffee, then tip. Tip the show. What do you think? I mean, you think I'm getting rich here? No. What do you think we do? We continue making the show for you guys. And we will continue making the show, whether you tip or not, whether people, the few make it possible for everybody else to enjoy it. So what it is that I'm looking for is I'm looking for those few that understand the value of that and are proud to make it available to everybody else. And we need more of you. We do. Okay? The industry doesn't think there's enough of us. We are not commercially viable. We do not fit their metric, so forget them. We'll do it together. What the fuck is a frappuccino? What are you talking about? What's a fucking frappuccino? I have two cappuccinos every morning. Frappuccino. What the fuck is that? I have a cappuccino two cappuccinos every morning. That's it. Does that count? Or is it just you're not spelling it properly? A frappuccino. What the fuck is that? Do you know where the term cappuccino comes from? Cappuccino comes from the Capuchin monks who wore hats. So the milk, when you froth it on the top, right, with the little bubbles, it creates this nice fluffy froth. That's basically where it comes from, because it's like if it's really frothed well, so if you have like a good machine, or you go get one like, you know, at somewhere professional kind of thing, like your local Italian coffee bar, or my American friends, the fact that fucking Starbucks exists in Italy, I want to throw myself off the fucking bridge. It's embarrassing. Okay? It's embarrassing to me. Why any asshole would buy a coffee at Starbucks when they're in Italy? Like, you're a fucking asshole. Why are you in Italy? Why are you in Italy? Go back to fucking Oregon. Get yourself a Big Mac. You go to Italy, you find, hey, where can I find a Starbucks? Asshole. Why are you traveling again? When Americans travel, they're American wherever they fucking go. They don't blend in very well. They go in, it's like, I'm American. Show me McDonald's. Ugh. You know what I do? I go there and I shut up. I already know I look American. I already know I talk, and I already know all of that. But what I do is, as much as possible, I ask questions and I shut my fucking mouth. And I try to get into a conversation and I try to absorb whatever's there. Whenever it is that I travel, I always try. I don't fucking go for the regular stuff. I wouldn't think of going for the regular stuff. I mean, when I go to LA, I'll give you a stupid example. If I go to LA, I love road food. I'm crazy about road food. When I go to LA, I go to Sonic. There's no Sonic in Montreal. What am I going to do? What am I going to go to fucking McDonald's for? Burger King. Fucking Burger King. I'm in LA. I'm going to get a Sonic. I made the mistake when I was in Detroit of going to White Castle because of that stupid movie. I did not know that hamburger meat could be gray. White Castle is the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life. I am never touching it. Then it was In-N-Out. I don't fucking remember which one. I went to one of those, Sonic or In-N-Out, one of those, and I love the burger. I love that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. When I come to wherever it is that you are, bring me to the food. Bring me to the good shit. Don't bring me to McDonald's. McDonald's. Let's go get a frappuccino. A fucking frappuccino. A frappuccino. Ugh. Yeah, Five Guys. I know Five Guys. I don't think I've ever had Five Guys, but I know the chain. I've never had Five Guys. But even then, if I'm gonna go, I mean, whatever. I guess I'd try. I'd try everything, you know? I like everything. Yeah, UK fast food's the worst, dude. If I traveled into the UK, when I go to the UK, the thing that I look for most, well, I've gone only once, but I know that when it is that I would travel, I would make a point of making sure that I go have curry somewhere. Indian. Absolutely. Fucking Indian food. Indian food with an English ale. That's my thing, man. Whoever it is that mentioned, who is it, Bourdain? Saying you can go to the 5-star places, but you gotta have a dirty water hot dog. Yeah, I get that too, man. Street meat. I'm big into that. Street meat. If they got food trucks, I am all about the fucking food trucks, not the shishi food trucks. The food trucks with the fucking grease. I want the food trucks with the old fucking abuela. You understand? I want to see her stirring up the beans. I gotta see somebody stirring the fucking pot in the back. That's the shit I want. Hey, can I have a fucking grande latte? Fuck you! Grande latte.
Dunk Big Ronnie's dog all the way in.
I'm gonna have a fucking venti. Come over here, I'll fucking kick you right in the venti. Fucking venti. What does that even mean? I'm Italian, I don't know what it means. Venti. Venti. Assholes. When you go to Italy, do yourself a favor, my American friends. Stay the fuck away from Starbucks. Or stay home. Stay home. You know what the Italians walking around think when they see you with your fucking Starbucks in Italy? In Milan? There goes an American asshole. That's what they think. You're in Italy. Eat the food. Drink the coffee. Italy knows how to make a good coffee. I mean, you go to Italy, you have a fucking gelato. Have you ever tried Italian ice cream? Gelato. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Hey, you could get out of the airport at fucking Fiumicino in Roma. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you point me to the nearest grocery store? I have a craving for ice cream. Where can I get a pint of Breyers? Get the fuck out of here. Breyers. Fucking Breyers. You're in Italy. Eat the fucking ice cream. Try it. You don't need Starbucks. And even in Italy, even in the United States, what the fuck? Starbucks? What, you don't got any personal roasters around there? People who take their coffee seriously enough to fucking roast their coffee? Somewhere that'll give you a little bit more of a boutique experience? Because I can tell you that if you go to those coffee roasters and those people, number one, those people fucking live coffee. They're not a fucking guy trying to get through college. Those people live and breathe coffee. And number two, it's not a fucking corporation. You know what I'm saying? Well, Cool says, you love how big Ben and Jerry's is in Europe too. Listen, yeah, but Ben and Jerry's is artisanal stuff too. Ben and Jerry's is just small-time values that got big type of thing, but they still have their values. I mean, it's not the same thing at all. Talking about industry, Starbucks and McDonald's, but is streaming on Twitch. Where am I supposed to stream? Where am I supposed to stream? On your mother's fucking Super 8 camera? Atazi, are you a fucking idiot or what? Don't support this troll. You're over here on my channel and I'm the troll. Do me a favor, can you get this fuck clown out of here? I've worked 503 days, Ataze. Do you know that? How many days have you worked? 503 straight days. I work harder than you do. I haven't gone through a day in over 500 that I haven't put in 12 hours. So, I want you to know that there are many people who think like Ataze 666. This guy's an asshole. And I mean, if you believe that, I'm telling you the show's not for you. But I would hope that you have enough brain cells to at least understand that the show's not for you and you wouldn't want to waste your own time. So it's not out of respect for me, but out of respect for you and your own time, that you wouldn't waste your time here. Go listen to something else. He's a tough guy. Hey, go build your channel, fuckface. You can tell him whatever you want. You do it your way. Why don't we all wait over here and you can tell me how I'm doing it wrong? Fuck off. But you have to realize that when you do a show like this, you deal with stupid people. You deal with stupid people. Do you understand? What am I supposed to do? The platform somehow is devalued because it's owned by Amazon? Dickhead. What other platforms exist? Do you even know how this exists? You're just being a troll. I know this already. That's why I'm almost done with you. You understand? So, this is exactly why I don't give a single fuck about guys like that. What, you want to, the show's going to have more relevance if we have 5,000 people watching. 5,000 people like that fucknut. What's it worth? What's it worth? I'd rather hang out with the 80 people that are here, and we know each other. We're all having a good time. Everybody here is having a good time. That guy, nobody remembers his name anymore. He's gone. You understand? So if it's going to be about a qualitative experience, that's what the qualitative experience is, and that's why you become a patron. Because I make sure that I get rid of those dickheads. I get rid of them. They're gone. That guy's gone. And if he's really pathetic, and some of them are really pathetic, some of them are fucking terribly pathetic, what he'll do is he'll take another email, and they're always he's. It's never girls. Girls are not that stupid. It's always guys. He'll start another email, and he'll try again. And we'll block that email, and then he might start and he'll block. Kid, you need a life. You need a life. Don't listen to me. It sounds like you don't like being here. Why are you here? Do you have any respect for your own time? So you're talking about me being lazy. I'm working right now. I'm working right now. What are you doing? Friend, what are you doing? My time is constructive. I'm making fun of you for the entertainment of my patrons. They fucking love when I destroy dickheads like you because you're not making sense. You guys all say the same thing. And just because you say things with your mouth, it doesn't mean that they're well thought out. Your shit's not thought out. Okay? And you have to realize, I've said this more than once, stupid people don't know they're stupid. They don't know they're stupid. So, that's my deal, you know? Runyon, you see, I have my lunch break and listen to these rants. I listen to the music if I haven't heard it, later if it's up. So Runyon comes in for the rants. I get that. No, but it's like, oh, look at this guy. He's so fucking corporate. He broadcasts on YouTube and Twitch. Where are you supposed to broadcast? I mean, this guy's an imbecile. My God, you're real fucking punk, eh? I guess you churn your own butter. You're a real punk. Do you grow your own coffee beans too? You fucking idiot. Do you even think before you talk? So, you have to realize, I love making fun of these people because the world is filled with stupid people. And because it happens to be entertaining. Are you entertained? Well, fuck, well, wait a second. Guys, this 666 shirt, I hate to tell you, it's very not punk. Look, do you like the 666 shirt? Okay, this shirt is available right now in the store. Okay? But I want you to know that it's not punk. I didn't sew this shirt myself. I didn't screen print it. So, fuckface has a point. I'm sorry for being a sellout, but if you want the merch, there it is. Jack's Covers, are you a patron? Yes or no? I know the answer. Go become a patron. It's funny how it is that you fucking people get jealous somehow. I don't know how people are somehow personally offended by the fact that I'm hustling. You see, to me, and I speak to all of you because you're patrons, right? I speak to all of you. I would think that you respect the fact that anybody that's here knows that I put in the work every day, that I'm not ever ashamed of building it one person and $2 at a time. It takes fucking work and it takes dedication to do it all the time. And those of you who listen to the show, you've heard sometimes that I'm tired and I still make the pitch sometimes, even when I don't feel like it, because that's how you grow something. If you love something enough, you will do anything to achieve it. I am living my dream. This is what it is that I like to do. Doing radio, hanging out, playing music in community like this is my dream. So I work every day to make sure that I can have my dream. Stupid people call that begging. You know why? Because stupid people have never had the experience of wanting something so badly that they'll fucking work for $2 at a time. They don't have that experience. It's beneath them. So, Who would you rather listen to in the end? Somebody who thinks that begging for $2 a month from people who listen to the show is pathetic? Or somebody who's willing to literally fucking build one person and $2 at a time? What do you respect? You follow what I'm saying? So we're going to get to 777. You don't have to worry. And guys like that, folks, the best part about it, patrons, guys like that, stupid is in full fucking supply. Only 50% of the American population is vaccinated. There is stupid to go around. Stupidity is rampant. Rampant. Anybody who argues against science and says it's my opinion is a fucking idiot. Please understand what the word empirical knowledge is. Understand that just because your opinion is 1 + 1 = 3, you're allowed to say it, but you're a fucking idiot. Science doesn't give a shit about you. Go get vaccinated, you tool. The rest of us are waiting for life to go back to normal. It's mouth breathers like you that are fucking holding up the works for the rest of the world. You understand? Am I not working my own way, Rowan? I'm just curious. And begging isn't wrong, I can tell you that. If you think that begging is wrong, you've never had to beg. Now, I've never had to beg. I've had to hustle my whole life because I've been in sales my whole life. Okay? But I can tell you that when I see a homeless person in the street, I put coins in their thing. And I don't think what you just thought. So to me, I am not about what you just said. I'm absolutely not about what you just said. People that are on the streets and homeless, if they're begging, it's because they gotta beg. Okay? So I don't understand what's wrong. What it is that it tells me is that you don't have any empathy. You don't know how to put yourself in the shoes of somebody else. What put them in the position where they have to beg? See, and for me, that's something that I think that whatever it is that you do, if you're doing something in order to earn your money, and it's honest, there is honor to it. I don't look down upon poor people. And I don't think anything of rich people. I don't give a fuck about them. As a matter of fact, if anything, I care less about rich people. You know why? Because they think somehow that that's status. And very often they're accorded status because of that. Fuck you and your status. Fuck you and your silver stars. Fuck you and your Rolexes. Fuck you and your fucking Louis Vuitton. Fuck you. I'm not impressed. You understand? Yeah, Rowan, listen, Rowan, the thing is I do work hard. I wanted to see what your perspective is, but you should know, begging, watch what it is that you say there, because there's a lot of people, okay, homeless. I've come this close to being homeless. I've never been homeless. I've come this close, though. I've come very fucking close. And it's not because I wanted. Okay? You don't know what's going on with people. You don't know this fucking. You don't know what trauma they come from. You don't know what put them on the street in the first place. Think about it. What does a human being have to go through in order to say, you know what? My choice is to live on the street. Who chooses that? You know what I'm saying? So, Incognito asked a good question, and we're going to get started soon. Incognito asked a good question. He asked, why do I place far more importance on patrons than I do on Twitch subscribers? Okay? I'll tell you why. Because patron has the act. There's more of an overt act of support, and that's where the community is. And it's easier to know who the patrons are because I can see the patron list, I can see who left, I can see all of that, and it allows me to get to know the people that I hang out with every day. The entire point of something like this is for us to hang out every day and for me to really get to know you. Okay? You understand? So that's what it is. There's an active community there. There's an active support. And ultimately it works. And it's the $2 is the bullshit line. Because anybody who enjoys your broadcast and shows up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but can't give you $2 a month, why do I want to talk to those people? You know one of the reasons that people become Twitch subscribers? Because the commercials bother them. Do you want to know something? We would make more money. We do make more money on Twitch subscriptions than we do at $2 a month. We do. The patron matters more. Quantitative is more important. You don't work for money. If you're working for money, what do you have inside you? Is money what motivates you in life? There's got to be something more important. And there is. So I'm interested in making sure that I could do this for the rest of my life. I'm interested in making sure that I can pay my bills and have a living wage, and I can make sure that I want to make sure that I can put everything into doing my job properly for the people that support it. Okay? And when you're subscribing to Twitch, you're subscribing to Amazon, not me. So the fact that they give me $4 out of every 8 isn't the point. You're giving $4 to Amazon. They don't care about me. They're just cutting me in because it makes it more enticing for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they want me to hustle for them. That's not the way Patreon works. You have to go there. You have to go to a different page. You have to go and subscribe. And you have to pay your $24 a year, or it needs to come out every month. There's a completely different thing. So there's always that active support. There's a huge difference in the experience. It's qualitative. You prefer the Twitch interface. Well, I mean, Patreon doesn't have an interface. Okay? And I mean, the fact that you're the fact that you're a Twitch subscriber means a lot. Of course it does. You know? But I mean, fuck Jeff Bezos. Fuck him. What, you think I'm on Twitch because it belongs to Amazon? I don't give a fuck about Jeff Bezos. I wish Jeff Bezos would have burned in space. Billionaires shouldn't exist. He's a fucking shitbag. A billionaire gives $200 million away. $100 million to one and $100 million to another. And he makes it seem like an act of great charity. What great charity? He's the richest man in the world. If you make $50,000 a year and you give somebody $1, you have given more of your salary to charity than Jeff Bezos has. So, Bezos can solve world hunger. So if he's really somebody who's so fucking interested in philanthropy is ego, friends. If he's interested, he'd be doing it. He's a scumbag. All right? And we're on his platform. He's a scumbag. So there you go. According to Business Insider, Bezos made $150,000 per minute. 2,537 seconds dollars per second. And he gives $100 million. And what? Oh, look at him. What a humanitarian. He's not a humanitarian. He's a fuckstick. He's an asshole. All right? And the reason he got rich is because people are being used like slaves. All right? Working for Amazon, fulfilling orders is the new slave economy. If you have one job and you can't pay your bills, there's something wrong with the system. So, don't even come and talk to me about that. To me, everybody deserves a living wage, including myself, so I fight for it. And my favorite part about it, again, you know the patrons, the ones that hang out, they know that, and they respect that, and they support it. And I love you for it. And after talking this entire time, you know how many patrons we got? 0. Not a single new patron. Not a single new patron. Not one. They're still listening, but not one, just to tell you. And the reason I say this is just to show you exactly how difficult it is, exactly what type of a commitment it makes to build a channel like this. Because one thing you guys know is that the channel is 100% independent. I am the last motherfucking DJ. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody tells me what to say. I do it my way. That's it. No algorithms. You're not going to get more honest. You might not like it, and if you don't like it, at least you know you don't like it, and you're right. But you're not going to get more fucking honest because I've dedicated my life to this. So that's got to be worth something, and it should show you that you can talk and put on a talk radio, because an hour of talk is still work, right? There's that's the talk show element of the whole thing, right? It's work. I haven't gained one single new patron in the last hour. Am I angry about it? No. It's par for the course. This is what it is that I need to do. This is how difficult it is to build a patronage. That's how difficult it is. The vast majority of people here are listening for free. So, please understand. Inflated numbers don't mean anything to me. What do you need fluff for? Just so that you can say, oh, look at the numbers. So that the industry can say, oh, look at this guy. He attracts 1 million views. What's it worth? How many of those people actually fucking support and like what you do enough to show up every day? Enough to know you, enough to become your friend, enough to do all of this stuff. That's what community is. Okay? And it is a model that simply doesn't exist on the internet. Except us. So, we're nearly 100 people. We don't matter, friends. I'm telling you, we don't matter. We are not a big enough target market. We just don't fucking matter. This hurt my feelings. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But what it does is it emboldens me to say fuck the music industry, though, and fuck everybody else. It emboldens me to say that, though. I accept that. So why should I give a single fuck about anybody other than the people who actually want to be here and support the show? I mean, it's got to be something that there's 100 people over here. I haven't played a single fucking note of music yet. Because you're not here only for the music. You're here for the fact that you're seeing a lot of the same people. We're hanging out together. It's a good time. There's a conversation that happens. You know, like friendship. Alright? Bezos goes to space and he thanks the workers for allowing him to go to space. An Amazon driver can't take a break to go take a piss. They need to fucking piss in a jug because they gotta make their deliveries. Capitalism. What, I'm supposed to feel good about Bezos? Fuck Bezos and his $200 million. I hope he fucking gets cancer of the ass. These fucking people. Get the fuck out of here. All right, I'm ready. You guys can tell that the coffee's good, eh? See how it jacks me up? I gotta warm up the bong. 681 is a monthly high score. Are we gonna hit 682? Where are you? Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. Dude, let me tell you something. If I had to go to OnlyFans in order to be able to stream, I would go to OnlyFans to be able to stream. Whatever it is, this show will exist. This show is as fucking gonzo and as fucking punk and as pirate as you'll ever get. They can't kill us. Because we give a shit about each other. That's why. So if it's not one platform, it's another platform. The platform doesn't matter. Fuck them. That's a tool. What do? When you build a fucking house, is it the house or is it the hammer? Oh, I'm going to go to sleep with the fucking hammer. This hammer is going to put a roof over my head. No, it's a tool. Go try to screw in a screw with a hammer. You use the tools you use the best tools at your disposal. That's what the imbecile before was talking about. You remember, like, broadcasting on Twitch? He's an imbecile. This shouldn't surprise you, though. The world is made up primarily of stupid people. People who don't think their thoughts through. We ready to listen to some music? Can I just take a minute to acknowledge the people that have left a tip? Because I'd like to. Okay? Simply because the show doesn't happen without you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Listen, you know what it is that we do in return. We're planning a trip to San Francisco, a whole bunch of things, but the show doesn't happen without you, and I want you to know that I recognize that and I love you for it. So, Muddy, always. Fucking Roxy, Molesty, always. Ian Russian, I see you. I know that you hang around. You're a patron too, Ian. I know. Tobias, thank you. Thank you. Please realize that those little things is what will always keep it going. So, I'm ready to listen to this piece of music. If you're ready to listen to this piece of music. Anybody want to buy me another coffee? There's the link. Tip the old man. Can I tell you something? Whatever you can afford. Not more. Not more. Whatever you can afford. But you show your appreciation. In my world. In my world. Because that's how I get paid. $2 makes a difference. Let's see the tip jar full. I've even done something where it is that you guys see the tip right in front so that you're able to see who left what. Because I want you to feel good about it. I want you to feel good about yourself. I've had the conversation about Bon Jovi's Soul Kitchen. I guess we're going to talk about Bon Jovi's Soul Kitchen another time. I might be ready to just listen to music. Thank you, Incognito. Thank you, Incognito. All right. Andrew Tunn. Thankful for you in this community. Enjoy some coffee, my friend. Thank you, Andrew. Much love. Please know that I won't let you down, man. This matters to me. Let's see if we can say hello to new patrons at the break. Anybody new step up? Maybe. Maybe not. The show goes on one way or another. You don't worry about, you're going to get the home run. You're not. Just take the swings. So I took my swings, and so far I'm 0-for. I'm 0-for. Are we going to get a hit today? Let's find out. Where are my baseball fans at? All right, folks. I got to warm up this bong. It's time. Actually, I don't even have to warm up the bong. I got my packs ready. I fucking love my packs. Dan is a big Junior Kimbrough and John Lee Hooker fan. Yeah, I don't doubt it at all. I'm pretty certain that, he's well versed. I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the show too. All right,
Listen.
folks.
Listen.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
What?
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Einstürzenden Neubauten.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Bava Fangulava. Learn how to talk. Einstürzenden Weibacken.
Einstürzende Neubauten.
Let's do this one piece at a time. This teacher sucks. She talks too fast.
Einstürzende.
Einstürzende. Oh, fuck this game. Einstürzende Neubauten. I think I fucking feel a blood clot fucking forming in my brain.
Neubauten.
Trying to learn how to speak German. I got a fucking blood clot. It's about to give me a fucking aneurysm. German.
Neubauten.
It sounds like shit. Fucking German. I could never learn how to speak fucking German. Never. I don't get it. Spanish,
$2 or
no problem.
$5 a month.
Portuguese, I can get myself eventually realizing and learning Portuguese, but like Arabic, German. All right. I am ready. Does Dan Auerbach smoke pot? Probably, right? You would think that he smokes pot. Incognito. I don't know who Mac Miller is, so why would I buy Mac Miller? Maybe we'll put it in a voting round. I won't buy Mac Miller myself, at least not now, because I don't know enough of it. You know? All right, but then again, that's what you guys are there for, right? You guys are the ones that keep me informed. It's what we do. All right. Are we ready? Let me do just one more refresh. Let's see if old Panacchio got a hit. Panacchio didn't get a hit. Panacchio's still striking out at the plate. You like these baseball analogies? Blumkin, you see what it is? My fucking batting average is garbage. My batting average, I'm about to go over. It's not good, man. It's not good. I started a $10 crowdfund, but you had talked about putting it up for vote. If there's that, we have that $10 still on the side, by the way, just so that you know. We don't just take things. We'll see if we can work on it, okay? Gary Carter! The kid. That's what I'm talking about. Gary Carter. He was with the 86 Mets when they won the World Series. But before that, he was on Proud Montreal Expo. A proud Montreal Expo. A proud Montreal Expo. The Expos and the Mets have suffered, have won exactly an equal amount of championships in that period since the Mets won the 86 championship. After that, if we go to second place, the Mets and the Expos together are tied for second place for the most championships since 86. Fucking garbage. Listen, George Brett. You think I don't know George Brett, Pencil? Look at my age. You remember the fucking, the corked bat incident? Is it a corked bat or was it the pine tar? The corked bat incident where the fucking umpire, he cracked one and the bat cracked. And the umpire basically threw him out of the game for using a corked bat. And his fucking eyeballs bulged out of his head as he's running out of the fucking, out of the dugout to go yell at the ump. You remember that? What, you think I don't know? I know. This Week in Baseball, Twib Notes. You think I don't know? How about that? Where do you think I got that from? Twib Notes. You think I don't know? I know. It was the pine tar? Yeah, I didn't remember if it was pine tar or if it was a corked bat. I remember it was something, but fucking Brett, what's his name? George Brett went fucking ballistic. You're trying to join my Patreon, but it will not let me sign. Keep trying, bud. And thank you for trying. Please know that we're going to say hello to you afterwards. I appreciate you. I appreciate you even saying that. And I'll tell you something now, okay, Jason, if I may? Please only do what you can afford, not more. It's not about the money for me. It's about the act. I mean that. So $2 a month, you want to make it easy, pay $24 for the entire year. You don't have to worry about it for a year. $5 a month, whatever, man. Do what's in your budget and not more. Capiche? All right. Yeah, pine tar, that's what it was, eh? As soon as you give up 1 cup of coffee a month, you're going to become a patron. You're not a patron yet, eh, Yoshimi? I might not give you a choice, you know that, because I've seen you here more than once now. And I mean, I can't do anything about you listening, but I don't particularly want to talk to somebody who's not a patron. I'm not sure that I respect anybody who enjoys my show and hangs out and just takes it, enjoys the breadsticks and doesn't become a patron. I'm not sure I respect that. What? Come on, dude. What? Come on. You can enjoy the show. What? I owe you a conversation? I owe you the community? I don't owe you jack shit, dude. Nothing. You get to listen for free. Is it true or is it not? So go become a patron or shut up. It's easy to throw you out. You understand? Please understand that I know that nobody else does it this way. I love it. Even fucking Pencil, you fucking weirdo. I love you. I want you to know, Pencil, you're a weirdo. I think you know that already. Walks into a Texas Roadhouse, eats the fucking peanuts, asks for a pitcher of water, and then leaves. Mava fangulava. Seriously. You realize that if everybody was like you, nothing would ever get done. Guys like you, art would die if it was for guys like you. And please understand, it's not because it's not an ego thing. This is radio to me. This is radio. I'm creating radio. There is a creative element to speaking for an hour and 20 minutes with a public and still having your attention. So you're listening to radio. You're listening to art. You're just so fucking arrogant that you make a joke about if I give up a cup of coffee a month, I'd become a patron. That doesn't make you a comedian. It makes you an asshole. Because it speaks to the way you think. Well, there you go. So get off the fucking couch. I'm actually telling you to get off the fucking couch. That's exactly what I'm saying to you. Do you understand? Enjoy the show all you want, but I don't want to know you. Why would I want to know you? Guys like you don't support art. You take it, but you don't support it. Listen, we got musicians that become patrons. We got industry people that become patrons. You think I give a single fuck about that? Dude, my favorite band is Poem, Please Block This Clown. That's my favorite band. Does that band exist? What are you going like this for? What does that mean? Did you do your job? Did you get rid of him? Yoshimi Robots. Mava Fangulava. Hide this user on the channel. You're gone. You're gone. Yoshimi. How do you know about Yoshimi? Did you buy the record or did you go into a record store and steal the Flaming Lips record? I want to know which one. How would you know? You fucking clown. Vergogna. You understand? Vergogna. I got rid of him already. It's you. Oh, I just blocked you, dickhead. Now you gotta unblock yourself. You're a fucking douche. That was my patron. That was my what's it called? My producer blocking me or somebody else. Somebody's fucking with me. Somebody's trolling me. See, but that's the difference. I like being trolled by patrons because you know what that is? It's not the same thing. You're not being a troll. You're busting balls. There's a playfulness there. There's a camaraderie there. So I don't take that personal. Folks, can I share a piece of news with you that just made me really happy? Like, I'm really fucking happy about this, folks. Like, really happy. Andy, I hope you're there. I just got an email right now. Hi, Vinyl Junkies. Good news. The copyright claim on your video was released. Old Man Listens to Doves, the universal want. So I just want you to know that it is possible to unblock. It is. Because Doves and their management just did that. Thank you. It took a while in order for that shit to happen. So Dave, manager, Andrew, Andy, are you there? Not Andy. I don't know if you're there listening, Andy, but if you are, thank you. And Dave, manager of Doves, if you're there, thank you for doing it kindly. I appreciate you. And please know that I would work with you guys any fucking time. I don't give a shit at what point you are in your career. You're friends. Dave, you're less of a friend. You're the manager of Doves, but you're not a patron. Go become a patron, you skint fuck. $2 a month. Manager of Doves, I need you as a patron. Go become a patron, fuckface. $2 a month. But yeah, man. They unblocked it. They unblocked the video, and I appreciate it. I'm going to send them an email of thanks. That's amazing. You know? On the other hand, beggars group keep blocking the videos, man. They keep blocking the videos, and they keep making it so that I have to beg to have my videos unblocked. I'm basically waiting to see if I get a response from them, and I want a response from them. I want this to work, okay? I'll see. I made an offer to Beggars Group, and I said, listen, the lack of a license is what's the problem here, right? Because what it is that you're saying is that I am unlawfully using music on my show to make money off of. That's what they're saying. And we don't have enough of an audience for those numbers to matter. So I'm stealing, even though I'm playing my own record, right? So I countered that real easy. Well, look, if that's the case, then you're right. I don't want to steal. I didn't even say what I thought was wrong with all of that, because I can punch holes through the argument, no problem. Okay? Okay. The artist deserves to get paid. I agree. Beggars Group, I would like to enter a license directly with you. I realize that the structure doesn't work outside. What it is that I would like to do is I would like to build a relationship where it is that I can pay you directly for the rights to use your catalog with the records that I bought with my own money. Because I am a DJ and I would like to play these records for my audience, and my audience is online. How much would such a license cost? What is a fair price? Please tell me, determine what is a fair price, and I will meet your price and I will pay it. I haven't gotten an answer yet, so I'm hoping to get an answer soon, because if I do get an answer, I think it's exciting, and I think I can do that with every single publisher. And please realize that I give a shit about this enough to pay every single publisher for the rights to use the catalog. I would pay for it. Because it's important to me to do a job without being blocked. It's important for me to remove the stigma of I'm stealing. It fucks with me. It really does. Having my art, having my show blocked delegitimizes what I do. It breaks my heart every time it happens. I mean, if it's only the music, we've been talking, nearly an hour and a half? I haven't started the music yet. You're still here. We're still together. We're still having a good time. We're still talking. So the show is very clearly not just about the music, friends. The show is about everything else. And the reason I talk about these things is not because I'm trying to play hardball tactics or any of that. It's because they don't listen to me and I don't have a choice. Because I don't accept no. Because I don't accept that the status quo is that if I play a record that I bought and I played for my patrons who support this community matters. And if a license doesn't exist, I want to pay it. But one thing that I can't have in my mind is seeing my work blocked. It delegitimizes what I do. For somebody who's supposed to be working for the arts. Because the right channels don't exist. It's all about channels. It's all about fitting within the fucking meat grinder. Let's make the sausage. Oh no, it's not the right kind of meat. Nah, the meat's not good enough. Nah, there's not enough of it. I don't feel like being part of that. So, when it is that you do, has the XX been taken down? Yeah, man. The XX has been taken down. Beggars Group. Beggars Group takes everything down. Everything. And they're the only ones to do so. And they have an argument. But like I said, for me, I'm not going to go any there because I'm hoping that they accept my offer. I don't see why they wouldn't accept my offer. If it's really a question of money, right? If it's really absolutely a question of money, I just told them, name your price. Tell me what it is that it's going to cost me every month or every year in order to use your catalog, and I'll pay it now. And now we wait. Brandon White, I don't need somebody to tell me it's got only one good track. I don't need that. I listen to the whole record. I mean, if it's got one good track, why do it at all? Why don't you tell me how many good tracks there are on this Black Keys? Well, let's just go straight there and cancel the rest of the record out. It's not the way it's done, buddy. You're here to listen to a record. And I mean, Fantano loves critics, so maybe that's a better channel. Me, I listen to the whole thing. Beggars Group are the publishing company that handles the publishing rights for a lot of labels, like XL Recordings, Merge, Matador. They claim to be independent, yet when it comes to the DMCA and when it comes to the blocking stuff, they're the ones that block it the most. Brandon, just your opinion. Listen to me, Brandon, carefully. Listen to me. If you're in a room full of people and everyone's expressing their negative opinion, is that a fucking conversation you want to be a part of? What I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck about what you don't like. I don't. Do you understand? Because it drags me down. I hate listening to people who focus on what they don't like. I don't like critics. Don't make the choice for me. Only one song. I don't like it. With respect to if you're a patron or not. Are you a patron? All of the blocked videos are from beggars. Nobody else blocks them. It's only beggars that blocks them. And it's an algorithm, so it's not like they're personally doing that. It's an algorithm, but they won't remove the algorithm. They're telling me that they can't do it. It's bullshit they can't do it. I mean, I just received an email right now from Doves. It's been removed. How can they not do it? Nobody else blocks us. How can they not do it again? How is every other publishing company on the internet able to do it but them? How? You get it? So, it's the kind of fucking nonsense I gotta deal with in order to put on this show. So that I can earn the right to talk to 110 people. Which, of course, is nothing for Beggars Group. Nothing. Where are they gonna make their money? Where are they going to make their money? Can I tell you where it is that I would guess? I hope it doesn't happen, but if I had to take a guess, I had to hazard a guess as to how this is going to go after making the offer. Let me read you the email that I wrote to beggars, okay? And you guys can see, you guys can decide what you think. Okay. I got an email from them saying, I have explained this to you before, and when YouTube detects a full album being uploaded, it will block it automatically. We do not do anything, okay? So they're saying that they don't block us. But the part that, to me, is suspect. And we cannot change that without changing a rule across all of YouTube. It's not true. What are you telling me? That you're a publishing company who doesn't know how to do that? Why has everybody else done it? The algorithm, I'm guessing, the tools to protect the art exist for everybody, right? So, if you upload full albums, it's possible and quite likely it will be caught by this filter. Okay, so it's the filter. So basically what I'm doing is I'm asking them to remove the filter, but they're telling me that it's not possible to do that change without changing a rule across all of YouTube. I don't believe it. And I have an email that I received 15 minutes ago from Dove's management, which tells me that that's not the case. I have, every time we do a Warner album, we never get blocked. So, look, it's not true. Okay? Now, we have not taken down all of your old man videos. I looked at a report a week or so ago, and there are a dozen or so that are live. Okay? This is the part that's... We could block these, but we have left them. We are not actively taking these down. Okay? Here's an interesting part. You broadcast on Twitch, which is unlicensed. Live streams on Facebook, unlicensed. Twitter, unlicensed. On YouTube, every live broadcast is unlicensed. So you see their argument, right? Their argument is I'm stealing. There's no license. So what my response was, all right, I want to pay for a license. Okay? We continue. I understand that you have some views on the value of what we do. Do you have any views on the value of what we do, friends? There's only 100 of us. That's why we don't matter. Anyway, it continues. I understand that you have some views on the value of what we do. We are trying to look at some facts around this. Okay? So listen to the argument. We tracked the Radiohead sales when you played the OK Computer show, which they blocked. By the way, they blocked the end. We had to go on Twitch. We sold one piece of vinyl aside from OK Computer across all other uploads. We tracked the Radiohead sales on the OK Computer show and sold one piece of vinyl. Okay. Aside from OK Computer, then he continues, across all the other uploads, we may have just got to $100 from YouTube ads. Okay, so the argument is money, right? Now here's where it gets particularly pernicious. Listen to this guy. We note that for you, the value of playing an album is much higher. More like around $200 from your PayPal links and more in tip jarring. Like this is a problem. I'm working. I've already told you I'm working. Between ourselves and the artist, we're sharing literally a few dollars for the one place where we do earn some income and get nothing from most of your activity. Okay, so they're telling me they get nothing from my activity. So we do not agree that it is zero threat to our income when you use the rights for free. This argument over here, I will take this to motherfucking court if I have to take this to court. Okay? Let me repeat. Between ourselves and the artists, we're sharing literally just a few dollars for the one place where we do earn some income and get nothing for the most of your activity. So we don't agree that it's zero threat to our income when you use the rights for free. What am I threatening? On the one hand, you tell me that my streams don't mean shit because there's not enough of them. On the one hand, I'm a threat and you block me. On the other hand, it's about the money. Which one is it? Do you understand the shit I gotta deal with? I hate dealing with shit like that. On the one hand, they say that we're not making money. So it doesn't matter. Okay, well, if it doesn't matter, then why are you blocking me? Then you're using against me the fact that I do know how to earn a living doing the show that I do. That's a problem. And then you go out and you tell me that the reason I'm doing that is because I'm stealing your music, because I'm using your rights for free. Does it matter or doesn't it matter? Which one is it? You're arguing out of both sides of your motherfucking mouth. Are we a threat or not? If our broadcasts are so insignificant, let's be clear. If you have told me that my broadcasts are so insignificant from a number point of view that they earn you nothing, then how am I a threat at the same time? How am I a threat if I'm insignificant? Which one is it? So I gotta deal with this fucking bullshit. Let's continue. We could be far more difficult about this, and we're not. We have spent time to try to explain how this works, but you don't seem to want to listen, and you send emails like the one below and post multiple Twitter threads calling us out and looking to try to intimidate us into letting you take free use of our artist work. Again, free use of artist work. Free. That's the fucking issue. I'm stealing. I'm insignificant, but I'm stealing. You know what they're saying? You're too insignificant to pay attention to. That's what they're saying. You are too insignificant to pay attention to. That's what they're saying. It's not a matter of principle. It's not a matter of principle. Because this guy, in just one sentence, argues both sides. On the one hand, our audience isn't significant enough to have any money whatsoever. We make nothing for you. We don't count. On the other hand, we're stealing, and we're doing it for free. I thought it was insignificant. What it is that you're telling me is that we're too small to matter. That's what you're telling me. And what it is that I keep trying to tell them is my audience matters because we know each other. This is a community. This is a community. And I have to fight for that. And then I'm an asshole because what is it? I put out multiple Twitter threads calling us out and trying and looking to try to intimidate. No, friend. No, friend. I gotta do that because you're not listening. Because your argument is nonsense. It's a nonsense argument. It's not true. So you give me no choice but to use my voice. And my voice by myself clearly doesn't mean anything. So what it is that I do is I put up Twitter threads. Can somebody please put up that Twitter thread? Please join us on Twitter. And I make sure that I get some nice fucking Twitter campaigns going. You know why? Because that's the only way that you'll even listen. I gotta be a fucking thorn in your side. I have to be a pain in the ass, and that's what I am. I'm a pain in the ass. You understand? That's why the industry doesn't like me, because I'm a pain in the ass. Because I talk. Because you're not supposed to, you're not supposed to fucking say things like this. If you understood anything about the show, you'd understand it's Gonzo Radio. Part of the show is me talking about my daily frustrations. You're my fucking frustration. You're my frustration. Because you're calling me a thief. On the one hand, you're telling me that my work is insignificant. And on the other hand, you're telling me that I'm stealing from you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's why you should tip me. Because I have the balls to say that to the industry. That's what it's worth. That's why you should be a patron. Because I have the balls to fucking say it. And if you know anything about me, I promise I won't fucking stop. Don't treat me like a thief. Don't tell me that what we do here is insignificant. Don't tell me that what I do is stealing. Don't fucking do that to me. It demoralizes me. I'm bipolar. Every time something gets taken down and I put all this work into it, a piece of my heart fucking breaks. You're not allowed. You're stealing. You're stealing. Okay? So, we don't agree that it's zero threat to our income when you use the rights for free. You just told me that the income is insignificant. Which one is it? Is the income insignificant and is the audience insignificant? Or is it a threat? Which one? It can't be both. It takes somebody with just a minimum of intelligence to understand that. There is a problem with the formation of your thought. But I deal with bean counters. I deal with people that they fucking... It doesn't fit the form. That's it. They don't know how to think outside the box. And let me tell you, trying to get the conversation happening and trying to think outside the box is like pulling teeth. It's a waste of fucking time. Okay? It's a waste of time. So Sam, why don't you just leave it alone? I can't leave it alone. Because I do not like the stench of my shit being taken down, because what I do has value. Because my audience has value, and I will fight for it until the day I die. I will fucking lawyer up and I'll fucking go as far as I have to go. I will find whatever way to find a reporter on Rolling Stone, fucking Spin, Pitchfork, and I will make absolutely certain that I'll do something about it. All right? Stop treating me like a thief. I represent zero threat, or I am a value. If I am not a value, I am not a threat. Don't make both arguments. Use your fucking brain. I hate dealing with stupid people. I fucking hate it. And then, we can be far more difficult. Punish me some more. And you post multiple Twitter threads calling us out and looking to try to intimidate us into letting you take free use of our artist's work. How else am I going to catch your attention? Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole for saying, hey, you know what? You're blocking my hard work.
So for somebody who's supposed to be a gatekeeper for art, they're not really a gatekeeper for art. You know why? Because they don't respect our art and they don't respect our community, which is centered around art. All right? That's what the argument is. And that's why I keep getting angry. And that's why I keep fighting until I gotta stop dealing with this fucking nonsense. Nonsense. We're not doing anything to make life difficult for you or to actively remove videos from YouTube or any other platform. I can't say this more clearly. Okay? So basically, they don't understand my argument at all. Now, can I tell you what my exact response was? Thank you for responding. Give the name, thank you for responding. My manner is not often very professional or polite. I'm a passionate person who speaks from the heart, and I respect if you think that I'm an asshole for it. Fair. I don't give a fuck if they think I'm an asshole. Okay? I know what I'm fighting for. I'm not fighting for nothing. I'm not fucking just fighting at windmills. I can't leave it alone. My work is being taken down. So, where it is that he tells me that it's insignificant, my answer to that is, I've worked 12 plus hour days for the past 501 consecutive days to earn maybe $40,000 a year. It's now 504 days. Okay? We've easily spent in 2021, we've spent over $15,000 on vinyl this year. And we hire one of our community members as a producer. Last year, Vinyl Junkies donated over $4,000 to various charities. All right? With the eventual goal of reaching the point where we can donate a full 10% to charity every year. That is my absolute goal. I want to give 10% to charity every fucking year. I want to earn money for charity every year. I have no interest in being a billionaire. I have no interest in being a millionaire. I have no interest. I just want to be happy. I want to do what I do. I want to enjoy my work. So basically, if I'm the thief, okay, I've worked 12 plus hours a day for 504 consecutive days to earn a living wage and not more. I've easily spent $15,000 and more just on records, not counting all the rest of the equipment, and I employ a member of our community. I've made $4,000 in donation from that, and I have a plan for more charity. How am I the enemy? So I finish. I say I'm not the enemy. I then continue. Our community of 676, now 681. Our community of 681 paying patrons are very tight-knit and loyal to each other and the show. The friendships built over these 504 days have allowed us to build a positive virtual space where we can tune into a very personalized radio experience, enjoy each other's company over music, empathy, and friendship. I am very proud of the fact that nearly half of our listeners are women and that the LGBTQ community is very well represented. I am proud of that. You are one of us. I love all of you. Even pencils I love. Then, to just put the argument to bed, that said, you are 100% fair in wanting to see their artists get their fair share, which is why I would like to propose an agreement, directly and circumventing the very problematic issue of platform and copyright. In other words, your argument with Twitch is not with me. Your argument with YouTube, not with me. Your argument with Facebook, not with me. Your argument with Spotify, not with me. I'm not your enemy. I'm insignificant, remember? I threaten you. I'm insignificant, but I threaten you. I'm both. I matter, but I don't matter. Both. Okay? So, if a license existed which allowed content creators like myself to legally make fair use of your catalog, Vinyl Junkies would be the first in line to pay it. We want, in capital letters, we want the artists to get paid their fair share. It is an enormous motivator of the show. It's why we do it. That said, I fully understand that there are simply not enough of us for the community to matter. from a financial perspective. So in other words, straight out, you told me I don't matter. You made only $10, you made only $100 combined on all my streams. It doesn't matter. So if I don't matter, then why am I a threat? Which one is it? Am I a threat or don't I matter? So, you understand? It's because it's the gatekeepers. You're not supposed to touch the gatekeepers. You're not supposed to go there. You're not supposed to go there. The gatekeepers are fucking stupid. Copyright laws today don't take into account content creators like myself. It didn't exist. So what it is that he's hanging his argument on is on a copyright rule that doesn't even apply, and he even knows it doesn't apply. After telling me that it's insignificant. How am I not supposed to be angry again? So, we want the artists to get paid their fair share. It's an enormous motivator for me. That said, I fully understand that we are simply not there are simply not enough of us for our community to matter. I put in quotation marks from a financial perspective. I can tell you with 100% certainty that we're responsible for a whole lot of records getting sold. Doesn't matter because you got to show them the numbers. And because they don't give a fuck about record sales. Please understand something. They're not protecting the artist. They're protecting their nut. That's what they're protecting. That's what they're protecting. It's bullshit. Doesn't matter, though. Fair enough. Okay. What would content publishers like Beggars Group consider to be fair compensation for use of their copyrighted music catalog? It would make me proud to have Vinyl Junkies pay directly to Beggars Group whatever is deemed fair. Tell me what your price is. If I'm stealing, tell me what it costs not to steal. Give me your price. But you know what's going to happen? We don't matter, remember? We're not big enough to matter. That's what the issue is here. I'm the fucking fly that doesn't want to go away. I'm the pain in the ass that doesn't want to go away. That's what the problem is. That's what they don't like. All right? It's not a money thing. What would content publishers like Beggars Group consider to be fair compensation for use of their copyrighted music catalog? It would make me proud to have Vinyl Junkies pay directly to Beggars Group whatever is deemed fair. Such agreements, licensing agreements, do not exist yet, hence our issue. Why don't we do it then? I am rather certain that there are a great many content creators like myself who share our values and would be only too happy to pay for such a license. In fact, I am hopeful that we may build a template which can be duplicated industry-wide. Art deserves no less. I'm the threat, remember. Please consider this. Watching our work get taken down is massively demoralizing and it threatens my livelihood. It fucks with my bipolar disorder and just messes with me pretty badly. That's why I'm yelling. I'm not a bully. You're fucking up my life. You're fucking with my mental health by calling me a thief. You don't understand that? Has anybody tried taking away your dignity? Do you know what that is? All right? You just said I'm a threat. Do you know what that is? Do you like living thinking you're a fucking threat? What, you don't understand that? Are you really that fucking inhuman that you don't understand somebody would argue just based on the fact that I don't want to be called a thief? You don't understand? It's so important to me to do this legally that I'm willing to pay you. Please consider this. Watching our work get taken down is massively demoralizing. It threatens my livelihood. It fucks, which of course they pointed out, right? Because somehow there's a problem with the fact that I've learned how to make a living off of this. There's a problem there. Okay? It fucks with my bipolar and just messes with me pretty badly. I'm certain that it's not your intent either. I'm sure it's not their intent. But I'm sure they haven't thought about that either. Let's think outside the box. Come to a unique agreement that gets the artists paid. Thank you for reading and apologies in advance for my shitty character. And I signed it. So, you guys want to know what it is that I fight for? That's what I fight for. All right? We've done a show for 2 hours right now. Here we are. The people who came here just for the Black Keys, they left already. I'm glad they left. I don't give a shit about them. And in the meanwhile, during this whole time, you know how many new patrons we got? 0. So don't come and fucking tell me I'm not working. And so, folks, these are the fights that I have to continue all the time. You understand? Why? I am fighting for my right not to be called a thief for the work that I do. Okay? My work has value. My community has value. It's not big enough or significant enough for it to matter to you, Mr. Copyright, because it's YouTube that pays you the pennies, not me. All right? So, you're going to have to I'm going to have to apologize if I can't get you 100,000 or 200 or 300,000 views. My model is different. I'm a small bar owner. I tend to the 100 people that show up, and we make it work. Any business that has 100 people show up on a regular basis is a successful business. You understand? So who's fucking threatening who? You're threatening you're threatening my fucking income. Not the other way around. I'm not threatening anything. You told me I'm insignificant. Yes, there are this many women watching. There's a lot of women in our community. I'm proud of it. So, and of course, you know what the ironic part about all of that is? Beggars Group is independent. They fucking tout themselves as the voice of the independents. They're the independents. Independent. Nobody's fucking following the track more than them. Real fucking warriors going after me. You're a real fucking warrior. Let's see how the court of public opinion plays out there. You're a real warrior going after me. I got a fucking family. I got mortgage. I got bills just like you do. What are you telling me? That my work is illegitimate and I'm not allowed to earn it? You're going to hold against me the fact that I hustle to earn a fucking living? Fuck you. So that's why I fight. That's why I fight. And the proof of Dove's, the proof that all of this is true, the Dove's email. Where it is that you have the band, where it is that you see the video get blocked by the copyright people, and you have the band itself, the band members and the manager himself say, you know what? Keep fucking fighting. These rules are bullshit. So, what would you do? Would you shut up? I appear to be bullying them. I appear to be very threatening. Oh, I know. Why don't they just say why don't they just shut up? Why don't they just stay quiet? That's what you want. You want me to go away. I'm not going away. I'm allowed to be here. I have every right to be here and to fucking work just as much as you do. You're the only ones calling me thieves. So, it's funny. Universe says I've had too many frappuccinos. I'm actually drinking less coffee now than I ever have. You know? So, you have to understand, they're the ones in power. Not me. They're the gatekeepers. I'm just saying I want to go through the gate. They're telling me you're not allowed through the gate. You're stealing. I bought my record, but I'm stealing. I'm insignificant, but I'm stealing. All right? So this is a verbatim thing. This is a verbatim email. And it makes for a very bad relationship. It only worsens the relationship when it is that I call it out exactly as it is. It only makes it worse. Bitch, that's why I don't want to be polite. Because I don't feel like dealing with the stench of bullshit anymore. I don't feel like dealing with bureaucrats. I don't feel like dealing with bureaucracy. I don't feel like dealing with fucking red tape. I don't want to deal with none of it anymore. I'm done. I am fucking done. I am done. That's why. So do me a fucking favor. Go become a Twitter follower. Go follow us and go retweet. Go retweet. Please pull them. Put up that tweet. And if you actually believe yourself, you don't want to be a fucking machine. You don't want to be a product of the algorithm. You don't want mathematics. Okay? You don't want manufactured mathematics and manufactured consent, manufactured suggestions to rule how you choose your music. I am the last motherfucking DJ. I'm the first guy who's fucking willing to go and fucking challenge the bigger guys than me. So, that's what you're lending your voice to. Become a fucking patron. That's what you're supporting. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. Here they are, the fucking gatekeepers. Go fuck yourself. If the artists knew what it is that you're doing, they'd be embarrassed. Any artist worth their salt would fucking love my message. But the tide will turn because the artists will eventually find out. And eventually, it's just going to look bad. You don't go after the consumer. You don't go after somebody who bought all these records. You don't go after those people. All right? You don't go after them. It's not you that's untouchable. It's me that's untouchable. Not because I'm so fucking powerful, because it's just wrong. That's why. Based on principle. Right? You don't want me to you don't want me to steal your content based on principle. Not because I'm significant, but on principle. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. All right? They're not making any argument. They're fucking losing the argument. And they don't understand that I won't shut up, and they don't understand that you guys are my voice. And this voice is eventually going to raise such a fucking stink, I'll take it to the fucking highest level I have to. I will go to court to fight for my right to work. I will go to fucking court for it. I will call on any news outlet. I'm a small business owner and nothing more. And I don't aspire to be anything more than a small business owner. And what they're telling me is that I gotta be Anthony Fantoma to matter. That's what they're telling me. Fuck you and your short-sightedness. Fuck you. You know? I mean, that's why I'm angry. I got reason to be, I think. I mean, you don't get angry about things you don't care about. You get angry about things that you do care about, so it matters to me. I mean, it clearly matters to me enough to fucking shake up the water the way I'm doing it. And fucking have to shake these people out of their fucking myopic view of how things are. The system. They work in art, but all they see is the system. I'm threatening to them. Fuck you twice. You ready for some music there, Poem? You ready for some music there, Blumpkin? See, this is where it is that Blumpkin's, Sam, you shouldn't. Because Blumpkin likes to just, he thinks that you attract more bees with honey, and he's right. But I'm not interested in attracting bees. I'm not. You understand? I just want to work. That's it. Let's listen to Black Keys. My understanding is that the Dan Auerbach is a huge vinyl collector. I hope so. I know that a lot of these guys will eventually catch on to the show. And I know that my message will absolutely resonate with artists eventually. It's just a matter of time. Eventually, publishers with myopic, outdated views fucking being the gatekeepers for copyright laws that are completely non-representative, these people will eventually lose their fucking voice. They'll lose it because their argument is based on nothing. So, Ashbosh is here. I guess we should start. Ashbosh, it's you, The only way a change comes is if you stick to your guns and you keep fighting. You keep doing it. You stick by your fucking principles. You don't have to be sorry. You stick by your principles. And I'm somebody that I live on principles. I'm somebody who lives on his principles. I live and die on my principles. I gave up being a financial advisor, one of the bean counters that these copyright people seem to think they're not. Somehow they're the fucking, they are the fucking protectors of the art. You're a bean counter. You're a fucking sycophant. All right? The reason it is that I got out of finance is because I didn't want to be one of those. I decided I'd rather be fucking poor than have to listen to that shit. And the minute I did that, I bought my freedom to call out that shit. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm calling out garbage. I'm calling out a nonsensical argument. Sam, this is not the way you negotiate. I'm not sure I'm negotiating anymore. You already told me I don't matter. You already told me I'm insignificant and my audience is insignificant. And you already told me that I'm stealing from you. What else do I need to know? And you also talked down to me and told me that you've tried to tell me this several times, but I don't understand. So you're also telling me I'm stupid. Thank God there's people like me that fucking fight. Nothing gets done if you don't fight. Because once it is that I do this, what do you think happens? It opens the door for all of you guys. Anybody that has a wish of becoming a DJ and thinks that they can make a go of it, it opens it up for everybody. And then more people listen to more music, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. All right? It's not an archaic copyright system that's saving the music industry. It's what's fucking getting in the way. We're just not big enough for the bumps to matter. That's it. So, you're right, I'm insignificant. I'm gonna play some music now. Go count your fucking beans. Smoke them if you got them. I definitely hear the fact that they love R.L. Burnside, for example. It sounds like it's got a fat possum sound, is what I mean. I dig it.
Sweet to the rain.
the video a like. Thumbs up. Dusty Hill die?
Tender Nancy takes great care. See her standing there. Hold me close to you. Hold me close to you. Not like that I would not do. Hold me close to you. Girl is on my mind. She is on my mind. Tired of it, no, tired of my mind. She is on my mind. treat somebody so. Care he took the lengths to which he goes. Goes on to walk across without your shoes. But in the end, know that you got nothing to lose.
I mean, I loved that. See, to me, there's no appropriation there. It's a rock and roll record. It's a rock and roll record that's obviously steeped in the blues, and they get it, and you hear it, and I mean, I like the guitar tone quite a bit. The first thing I got right away is like, hey, fuck R.L. Burnside, you know? I mean, I can certainly see why anybody would make any type of analogous comment between Black Keys and White Stripes. They're kind of like doing their thing in their way, but, you know, the influence sounds like it comes from the same place. I know nothing of a feud. I don't care. Like, that's absolutely one of the reasons that I got off media, because I don't want to hear about the feuds. I don't fucking care. I want to talk about music, and I want to discover music, and I don't trust media. I don't trust media. Media's opinion of whatever doesn't fucking matter to me. So your opinion does, you know? Yeah, the fact that it's got a little bit of that crackle in the vinyl is nice, eh? Didn't it add kind of the perfect character? I mean, I would think that if Don Auerbach was listening to this and he heard the record crackle a little bit, and first of all, I would hope, okay, for me, whenever it is that I do a show like this, when it comes to considering the music, when it comes to the preamble, when it comes to everything, I try to do it. Listen, I put everything into it. I mean, I put my spirit into it. When it comes to the music, it's the same thing. I like to listen to it carefully. I like to just enjoy it with all of you, and there's that big part of just enjoying sitting back and listening, reading what you guys have to say about the record. It's lovely. We are basically sitting on a virtual couch around a turntable, aren't we? And having a conversation. What are you drinking? I'm still on my coffee. I'm pretty much at the end of it, but, you know, it's nice, man. It's that experience that I live for. And, well, I'm very happy that you guys are here to share it with me and to basically make it the best musical experience I've ever had in my life. You guys are my best musical experience. I can say that. So Dusty Hill passed away. ZZ Top, 72. Oof. I've been listening to ZZ Top my whole fucking life. I mean, I know that it's the case with all of you. I have almost all of their early records. I think I'm missing one. And I got everything up to, except for one, I think I have everything right up to Afterburner. All of it. what do you guys think about doing an entire show with ZZ Top? I think I'd like to do that. I mean, instead of asking for songs and that kind of thing, and you guys are going to ask for it, what it is that we do is, why don't we do this organized? Okay? Let's crowdfund the show. And I'm going to play all the ZZ Top albums, all of them. From the first one right down to Afterburner. Definitely going to bust out Eliminator. We're going to bust it all out, man. All of it. And I can do it with them because it'll fit. I mean, it'll be more than a 3-hour show. But I'm kind of okay with that, I think. And Gary, I don't know if you're here. Gary! If Gary's here, you know how I've been telling you that I've been meaning to send you a box of records? I promised Gary, FM Gary, a box of records 2 months ago. ZZ Top, there we go. We already got 5 on the board. Thanks, man. So I've promised that I would send FM Gary a box since forever. I didn't know what to send. I have a lot of doubles. I do have a lot of... Warner's sent me a bunch of records kind of thing. So I do have doubles of a lot of the early ZZ Top catalog, which is going to be impossible to buy today because everything's going to sell out everywhere. So I'm sitting on some sealed doubles. FM Gary, if you're there, just tune in tonight. Tell me which albums you have and which albums you don't have. Whatever albums you don't have, that's what I'm going to send to you. So I'm going to send you some ZZ Top records. Like I said, the reason it is that I didn't know is because I know that you have some ZZ Top, but you don't have any. Gary lives in Texas too, as a matter of fact. Love to Miss June. So if you're going to tune in tonight, you let me know we're playing them. I'm going to play all the albums in order. And you let me know which ones you don't have. And I'm going to give them to you. Okay? And the other big news that I can say when it comes to this, folks, is that tonight's broadcast will also happen on YouTube. And the reason that is because ZZ Top is on YouTube. ZZ Top is on Warner Brothers, so we're not going to get hassled. So that allows us to do the show and provide it to you both on YouTube and on Twitch. It matters to me. It matters to me. Blumkin's watching, and I know you're going to make a thumb for me. I'd appreciate it if you could. All right. You guys enjoy the show? Do me a favor. If you want to crowdfund this show, just put ZZ Top in your comment, all right, please? So I saw your tip there, Roxy. I saw your tip, Molesty. Thanks, man. Please understand I'm going to do it either one way or another. So we're at 15 now. You see, one way or another, I'm going to do it, folks. I think you know. The only thing for me is just like, got to make my fucking nut. The show, that's it. But I try to ask with integrity in the best way possible. Of course, some people call that begging, but I just, it's a community. It's a tight-knit community, and I think what it is that I'm telling you is I'm going to do it one way or another. So, I mean, no point in trying to say, oh, well, you know what? If we don't hit this number, I'm not going to fucking play all of my ZZ Top records on the day Dusty Hill died. I mean, that's not going to happen. So, I can't use that. I don't have that cards to play, that's for sure. But it'd be cool. We're at 15 for the tip now. Here. Thanks, folks. Look, this record was a great pick. I understand why it is that you would like this record. I like it. It's very well produced. It's got a great sound. I really like the sound of the guitar. I like the production on it. It's got that dirty production. So, I mean, overall, for me, a very pleasant experience. Porco Dio. There. And I'm ready to get to the side 2, and I know that I'm going to enjoy side 2. I see you, FM Gary. Thank you. Like I said, just listen along. Tune in at 8 o'clock. Listen along. We're going to do a complete ZZ Top tribute tonight. Okay? Both on YouTube and on Twitch. And whatever you're missing in your collection, Gary, is going to you. Okay? And if there's anything left over, I'll send it to somebody else. I want to give away my ZZ Top copies today. Let me go take a look at how much I have. Let me go take a look at which ones I have as doubles. And it seems to me like the fucking coolest thing ever, you know? Instead of being a fucking shark and taking those records and putting them on eBay or putting them on Discogs and trying to like make anything I can make on it. To me, probably the best way that I could pay tribute to a band that I love as much as I do is to give away my doubles. New fucking doubles, man. New sealed. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I hope Beggars listens to stuff like this and realizes that I'm not the enemy. All right, folks, I got to take a piss. I talked a lot, you know? I got angry. I don't know how to be any other way, man. You guys are going to enjoy yourselves. I got to go rock a piss. I'll be right back.
Bing bang, ding ding ding, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, ding ding bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, bing 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 ding bang bang ding 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 ding. Parapakatan. Bing bang, ding 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 bang bang bong. Di di berpakatan. Bing bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, ding ding bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, bing 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 ding bang bang ding 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 ding. Aka ding 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 ding. Parapakatan. Bing bang, ding 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 bang bang bong. Di di berpakatan. Bing bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, ding ding bang, ding 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 ding. Bing bang bong, bing 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 ding bang bang ding 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 ding. Aka ding 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 ding. Parapakatan. Bing bang, ding 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 bang bang bong. Di di berpakatan.
Bing bong, ding 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 ding. Bing bong, ding 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 ding. Bing bong. Is it over already? Is it over already? Is it already over? Fucking Mosley, he comes on the Zoom and he starts shaking his head. You, working in a fucking office like a drone, fucking shaking your head in disapproval to me. Get back to work! Do you have a conversation to have? Go to the water cooler. Go talk to a Yenta. How about those Mets? fucking Mosley. Give my love to Momo. So yeah, man, tonight we're gonna do a full thing on ZZ Top, man. Rest in peace, fucking Dusty Hill. What year was he born? Anyway. I'm guessing you caught all of this, Blumpy. I hope so. You know it's the right thing to do. That's how much Blumpy is a friend to me. I know he'll do it. He gives a shit about this community. It's the way he gives to this community. He lends his talents. You have no idea how fucking fortunate we are to have him. This shirt was designed by him. It's amazing. He's gonna design. He's in the middle of designing the 777 shirt, and he's just made all of our designs, and I love it. Everybody's a big fan of ZZ Top. How can you not be? I mean, all right. So, why don't you leave a tip if you want to crowdfund ZZ Top? I want to do an entire night of it. I really do. Okay? So, there's your link. Just put ZZ Top in the comments, okay, please? I promise we'll do it right. We'll do it right. If you want your 666 shirt, you can see I'm the model. There's your link. There's still time. The reason there's still time is because at the beginning of the month, we always see a drop in patrons, so it is very likely that it'll drop below 666. So, take advantage of the window. The have and have-nots, the people who stay, the people who don't, doesn't matter. We always do the same thing. Fact is, 681 patrons is our high score ever. So, go become 682 at patreon.com/vinyljunkies for as little as $2 or $5 a month, and we will get that done. Why would you do that? Well, I just said I'm going to do an entire show on ZZ Top, just like that. I guess I give a fuck enough about what I do and the music and about the people who listen to the show to do that for them, so I guess that's got to be worth something, right? So, those of you who think that it's worth something, go become a patron and show that. All right, folks. Let's listen to side 2, man. A most pleasant afternoon. This was good. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I got up this morning, put on my shoes, tied my shoes, went to the mirror, put a comb my hair, I made a move, know what to do. And run. Left Angola, 1964, walking down the street, knock upon my baby door. My baby come out and ask me who I am. I say, honey, don't you know your man? She said, my man been gone since 1942. I tell you, Mr. Ugly, he look like you.
like it, obviously. It's good. I love the production. Dirty. It's very present. It sounds good in the headphones. It's there, you know? There's an aggression to it, which I love. Jack White does it very well, you like me now?
Don't know
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
as I am. Mine is shook. Can't feel drugs I took. Distant land. Don't know who I am. Take notes. Don't be shy. You got to remember, yeah, you're gonna die. Distant land. Don't know who I am. Don't know who I am. Don't know who I am.
I have my own Funko Pop. Keep me clean, keep me warm, keep my soul away from harm. Keep the night, keep the day, keep the in-between away. Oh, that second, all the time. Oh, that picture in your mind. Oh, the smoke. Oh, the fire. Oh, all that now you desire. Show me trust, show me love, show me heaven up above. Show your soul, show your mind, show it to me all the time. I said it. His guitar tone, man. Yeah, I love the tone, man. Dirty ass rock and roll. I dig it. I'm not sure I'd call that a blues record. To me, it's a dirty ass rock and roll record, man. It's good. I can see the White Stripes comparisons. But, I don't know. You're allowed doing that. I mean, how many other people take from the blues? You take it and you do your thing. Feuds. I don't like feuds. Well, did you enjoy it? Was it good? Am I supposed to give it a number score now? Oh, you see, Copyright Popo, we got out just in time. Copyright Popo just went up on YouTube, so... I guess we can write it out because there's no more music being played now. What can I say? Show up for ZZ Top tonight, man. It's going to be awesome. Dusty Hill has passed. Dusty Hill of ZZ Top has passed, age 72, and we're going to listen to the whole damn thing. All right? Have you given this video a like yet? YouTube people, have you given it a like? Is this your kind of thing? Become a patron. Join us at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. Tonight is what? 503, 504, 503 tonight. Let's keep the streak going. Look forward to seeing all of you. Go get your shot. Don't be an asshole.